my old assistant taught.
Huh.
Ah! Oh. Ah!
Now, was it 2 pinches of Angelica or 3?
How are your assignments coming along?
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not let your mind wander. You've got it now. If you'd like to practice, and I think you should, perhaps best not to go flinging your classmates about the halls. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here. Well done. I'm glad to see that you seem staunchly determined to master your spellcasting.
Leviosa! Depulso! Expelliarmus!
I think there were doxy eggs as well.
I'd imagine the Hufflepuff common room smells the most delicious on account of it being so
Lumos.
close to the kitchens.
Yes, well, I'm sure riding a horse would be just as good as riding a broom.
Yes, well, it likely would be. I thought Professor Black would get rid of all the Muggle-born students.
Revelio!
wonderful to see you again.
I've completed my assignments, Professor.
Pleased to hear it. Professor Weasley will be too. I'll be sure to let her know how well you're coming along.
Thank you, Professor.
Professor Hecat tells me she taught you Levioso, so you should be ready for a more advanced levitation charm. Wingardium Leviosa requires a bit of concentration and a nice, graceful wand movement. Let's see you try your hand at it. When executed correctly, you should be able to pick up boulders as though they were sprigs of sneezewort. Well done! Feel free to practice Wingardium Leviosa here in the greenhouse. I've set some crates out for you in the next room.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Natural.
Professor Garlick, a moment of your time?
The plants are resting, so now's as good a time as any.
I was wondering, what made you want to teach herbology?
How lovely of you to ask. I've always had an affinity for greenery, so this situation is a bit of a dream come true. After graduation, I was thrilled to be asked to step in for my old herbology professor. He'd had a slight accident, you see.
Oh dear. A shame for him, but it worked out well for you.
Well, he never cared, really cared for the plants, and they could sense it. Oh, you'd be surprised how perceptive a plant can be. At any rate, the trouble began one day when he cut into a wigan tree. Unfortunately for him, its leaves were hiding a bowtruckle. You may recall the marvellous creatures that resemble a twig. The little beast gouged the professor's eyes quite fiercely, but terrifying, I'd imagine. Likely for the professor, too.
And that's when you took over as the herbology professor.
Well, not quite. After 3 weeks at St. Mungo's, my predecessor regained a tiny bit of his eyesight. He insisted on returning to the greenhouse. Within a week, he claims by accident, kicked a Chinese chomping cabbage, so it was back to St. Mungo's for him.
A fair bit of bad luck there, I'd say.
Well, I felt awful for him, but I dare say I felt a bit more sympathy for the cabbage. Upon his discharge from the hospital, his indifference to plants had turned to utter disdain. He lost what little patience he had left with a particularly temperamental venomous tentacula and, well, his resulting leave of absence continues to this day.
I'm glad everything worked out as it did and that you're the herbology professor now.
Very kind of you to say. I do love these gardens and helping my students grow. Lovely speaking with you. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and remember, be kind to your wigan trees.
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
don't think it's anything special if your family works at the ministry. Maybe my boy.
Welcome back. Have you finished your assignments?
Reporting back, Professor. Assignment's all finished.
Well done. Shows good discipline. Wisdom is a golden snitch, as they say, and you're proving a skilled seeker in that regard. Let us practice Arresto momentum. A charm, incidentally, created to stop quaffles from plummeting straight to the ground during a Quidditch match. Precise, deliberate movements. Very good. I recommend practicing your new spell as much as possible, perhaps before you leave here.
Arresto momentum.
That's it. Keep it up.
Professor, do you have a moment?
Yes, what is it?
In class, I heard you mention the Toyohashi Quidditch team.
I did. The Toyohashi Tengu are from Japan. Dominant, known for their rigorous training. They practice near the Mahutokoro School of Magic, often battling both tempestuous seas and violent storms, in addition to each other. Tournament play is almost always easier for the Tengu than their training sessions.
I take it you're a fan.
Fan? I was being groomed to play on their team. And I would have been a Tengu, if not for a bit of bad luck.
I know that feeling. Some things are simply out of our control.
And some things are in it. I should have known better. I made my own luck. I was betrayed by someone I trusted. Myself. I did not see clearly, and I paid a dear price. My best friend Asuka and I were being groomed to play on the team together. I as keeper, and she as chaser. She was breathtaking. She once corkscrewed through 3 players and scored before they even turned their heads. But as tryouts for the Tengu got closer, she panicked. I did not realize the extent of her panic until it was too late. She wanted so desperately for both of us to play together that she had slipped Felix Felicis into our tea before we were to show them our skills.
Liquid luck? That's illegal, isn't it?
It is indeed. I knew within minutes that something was different. I had never played so well. And Asuka was playing more beautifully than I had ever seen. When I confronted her afterwards, she admitted what she had done. I withdrew from consideration immediately.
But it wasn't your fault. You didn't know about the potion in the tea.
It does not matter. My flying that day was not my own. I could not live with myself. So, I withdrew and explained to them why. I burned my broom in disgrace.
What happened to Asuka? Did she burn her broom as well?
Asuka played for the Tengu for 2 seasons.
You didn't report her? Tell them what she'd done?
Her fate was not mine to decide. My fate is in my hands, as your fate is in yours.
Thank you, Professor. I shall remember what you've told me.
You there! Can you help me?
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Defindo, the severing charm. It's typically used to cut an object, but can be a powerful weapon when needed.
Would you mind helping a poor witch?
Are you in some sort of trouble?
Nearly attacked by wolves, I was. Only just escaped with my life. I need to be better prepared next time. Could use some thunder brew. I don't suppose a student like yourself would be in possession of such a thing?
Yes, I have some right here. Please take it, and be careful.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I knew you had a good heart. I feel better already just knowing I have some thunder brew on hand. Please take this as thanks for your generosity.
Accio. Incendio.
See if there's something you need. Careful now. It's been a pleasure.
Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Stupefy. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Leviosa. Depulso.
See if there's something you need. It's been a pleasure.
Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Leviosa. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Protego. Glacius. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Protego. Stupefy. Glacius. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Stupefy. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo.
Would you like to learn the knockback jinx Flipendo? Once you've completed the necessary tasks, come and find me in the greenhouse.
Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio.
The wizard will be defeated.
Revelio.
One of the best meals I've ever eaten.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Revelio.
Someone there?
That was unimpressive.
Accio. Incendio.
So, let's have a sing of this.
Accio.
Get away!
You've been paying attention to defense again. Answer, I see.
Don't move back again, I beg you!
Arresto Accio.
An utterly pitiful.
Almost too easy!
You're so very weak. Won't get away with that.
Leviosa. Depulso. Revelio.
This looks intriguing.
Revelio.
When are you going to give up?
Incendio.
Not quite.
Leviosa.
That was embarrassing, isn't it?
Accio. Incendio.
Always on the well done.
I didn't lose these!
Incendio.
I won't rest.
Leviosa. Stupefy.
Is that the best you can do?
Leviosa. Depulso. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, everybody lost me. Always got news about me. You find yourself roaming the land like a little lost lamb, you only need cast your ear to my voice, because I'll know exactly where I am. You can blindfold me and I'll still lead you to safety. Skill, that is. What me mother...
It's Totalis. The beasts around here can sleep a bit easier now. Revelio. Revelio.
See if there's something you need. It's been a pleasure.
Revelio.
It's Totalis. Revelio.
If I wanted this little excitement, I'd
Sold some baby nipples the other day. Fetched a small fortune.
It's Totalis.
Who's there?
Revelio.
Where did I set my trap? Lower or upper Hogwarts?
I'll have taken your life.
It's Totalis.
I can't decide what I enjoy more.
Is that you, Royland?
Wingardium!
Arresto
Bring down.
Leviosa.
Nice try!
Wingardium! Hey, that's mine!
I'll bet that one first.
Accio.
Let's see you survive.
Stupid. Leviosa. Depulso. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Revelio.
It's been ages since I found anything worth poaching near Quackdrop. Hogwarts is very lucky they've got protection charms, if you ask me.
Handy resource.
Sometimes I do wonder if your eyes are still in your head. I really do.
It's Totalis.
Your poaching days are over.
Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
Revelio. Revelio.
Over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
Revelio.
Quickly now.
Totalis.
Well done.
Revelio.
Totalis.
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
Revelio.
I will draw blood. I'll snap that wand and get
Arresto.
Over our way. Some of that is up and thrown into your
Places. Leviosa. Depulso.
You're acrobatic. I won't rest until...
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizard kind, but this is different somehow.
Revelio.
This is the fault of time.
Revelio. It's more than mere coincidence that we encountered Ranrock's loyalists here.
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Revelio. I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with many of these titles.
Revelio.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to Sambakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter, though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry.
Revelio.
I've seen this before. In Gringotts and the restricted section.
Revelio.
That must have done something. Best have a look around.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
Revelio.
These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Potato. Stupid one. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Stupid one. Expelliarmus. Arresto Momentum. Stupid one. Incendio. Confringo. Glacius. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Arresto. Leviosa. Arresto Momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Revelio.
What have the Keepers planned for me?
Revelio.
These look familiar.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway.
Revelio. Accio.
More statues.
Glacius, Confringo, Leviosa, Depulso, Expelliarmus, Arresto Momentum, Accio, Incendio, Glacius, Confringo, Leviosa, Depulso, Expelliarmus, Arresto Momentum, Accio, Incendio, Glacius, Confringo, Leviosa, Depulso, Expelliarmus.
I'm making this easy on you.
Revelio.
I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
Revelio.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides.
Accio.
What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Revelio. Accio.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Leviosa, Depulso, Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Leviosa, Depulso, Expelliarmus, Arresto momentum. Accio, Incendio, Glacius, Potato, Stupefy. Leviosa, Depulso, Expelliarmus. Leviosa, Stupefy, Depulso, Expelliarmus. Potato. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Stupefy. Glacius. Confringo. Revelio. 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 Accio.
to see what's changed on each side of this archway.
Revelio.
Things are definitely different on either side of the archway. But how?
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Revelio.
Don't like the look of this.
Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Glacius. Leviosa. Confortator. Stupefy. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Leviosa. Protego. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Protego. Leviosa. Depulso. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Leviosa. Arresto. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Accio.
Depulso, Expelliarmus,
Arresto Momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo.
Stupefy.
Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo.
Leviosa, Depulso, Expelliarmus.
Arresto Momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo.
Leviosa, Depulso, Expedito, Stupefy.
Arresto Momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo.
Leviosa. Depulso, Expelliarmus.
Arresto Momentum. Accio. Incendio.
Potato, Stupefy.
Glacius. Confringo.
Leviosa.
Arresto Momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo.
Stupefy. Leviosa, Depulso. Expelliarmus. Leviosa, Depulso. Leviosa, Depulso. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Glacius. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Arresto momentum. Protego. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Stupefy. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Leviosa. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio.
Incendio. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Accio. Confringo. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Leviosa. Depulso. Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum. Accio. Incendio. Glacius. Confringo. Depulso. Leviosa. Arresto momentum.
What a relief.
Revelio.
Another pensive.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach. Welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you had accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Another memory. Now to find a way out of here.
Revelio.
More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensive in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that Pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last Pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You'll need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of Sanbakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then...
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensive.
Before the witch from the last Pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next Pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ramrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Serona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
my studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them. I should ask Sirona at the 3...
I've got spectacular news. The broom upgrade's ready. Ha! Stop by the shop when you can.
I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Please see me after class once you have completed the tasks I've set for you. I would like to teach you Descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before.
Brilliant.
Bye.